credit, and debt are usually terms left for economists and personal finance experts. But now we want to get a faith-based perspective on how you spend your money and how you view money. Deepak Chopra is the author of many books on spirituality and is an adjunct professor of Northwestern University's Kellogg School of Management. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Kristen.
You teach a course about management, and you speak to CEOs about how they can blend making money but also conscience capitalism, as you call it. Did we lose track? Do we lose track of our conscience in how we did business that led up to this calamity that we face today?
The first principle that's taught in business schools. I teach at Kellogg Business School, Northwestern University, and the first thing I tell them is that the first principle of business is wrong. When you go to a business school, the first thing you're told is that the purpose of a business is to improve shareholder value. Right there, you're off track. The purpose of a business is to improve the quality of life on this planet and to improve the stakeholder value. But the stakeholder is everyone, from the community, the consumer, and our ecology. And the poor people in the world, they're stakeholders.
What about consumers? You know, many of us watching this program are not going to be the CEO who can try to make a more sustainable product or can try to do better for their employees or their country. But what about the consumer? Should the consumer spend, invest, and make money based on values, not on greed?
First thing the consumer should learn to do is to stop spending money that they haven't earned to buy things that they don't need to impress people that they don't like. Okay, we start off on the wrong track. We're buying stuff that we don't need with money that we still haven't earned, and just so we can keep up with the Joneses.
Were Americans filling something in their soul over the 20 or 30 years by buying things on borrowed money, you know, a hangover after the holidays because they still have to pay for something that maybe was just a sugar rush in their life? Is there a way to fix or change that mentality?
Slowly, and we all have to participate in it. And money reflects, the way we spend money reflects our values. So we've spent money with only one inner dialogue, me, 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 me. Now spend money with the inner dialogue, we. Turn me around and make it we.
Do you believe that with faith comes the responsibility to give?
I think all faith is based on giving. I mean, the biggest message of Jesus Christ is to go and serve and help the rest of humanity. And if you do that, then yes, there is the flow of abundance. But by faith means I'm going to just pray to God and somehow money is going to start flowing in. That's not real faith. That's greed.
Let me ask you one last question. You have one piece of advice for the American consumer watching this who feels frustrated about all of the things that have happened and now might be playing defense with their finances. What do you say to them?
I think, first of all, don't be scared. And it is a hard time for a lot of people. A lot of people are suffering, and we must have compassion and understanding for this suffering. But, you know, in a sense, we allowed Wall Street to govern our lives. And now Wall Street itself is paying its karmic debt. And as Wall Street recovers, we should right now think of spending money in a way that helps everyone. And let's focus on relationships instead of consumption. It's an ugly word we have to describe ourselves in America. We call ourselves consumers. Just think of the images that conjure up in your imagination when you just say the word consumer. We are a confluence of relationships. So focus on love, kindness, compassion, and giving. The universe is abundant. It'll flow.
All right, Deepak Chopra, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your most recent book.
Thank you.
The mega business of mega churches, marketing or message or both. The pastor of the largest church in America, Joel Osteen, answers his critics next.